Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vegas and welcome to this year's Summer League International Show. And what a better way to start by having Mike Batiste here with us. Thank you very much
Thank you for
for
having
being
me.
here. And why I'm saying that, while we were walking here to that little studio we have, I heard him saying, this place looks like my backyard. So that means that it's like a family being here in Summer League, right?
Yeah, ever since I've been like 10, 11, 12 years old, been having AAU tournaments here. So I've been coming here for a very long time. And like I said, growing up in California, Vegas has always been our backyard. So I got a lot of friends who've moved out here from LA who is now Nevada residents. So like I said, it's a good feeling to see people you haven't seen 15, 20 years ago. But that's also the reason why, I'm back at home coaching so I can see all the people that I miss when I had my playing career. And, you got to sacrifice so much time away from family and friends. And now when you retire, now you get a chance to come home and see everybody. So it's been a blessing.
So you're not here only because you're a European legend. I will say European because people think you're from Europe. So you played so many years in Greece that people think you're from Europe. You are a European legend. What I mean by that is like you're a EuroLeague legend because you played in Europe so many years. People have associated you a lot with Europe. But you're here also because you had that experience and you bring that experience as an assistant coach for the last if I counted right, 8 years being in Summer League.
Right.
How is that? That is a lot, like many years for someone who, you're new to this business, allow me to say.
Yeah, it's great. Like you said, I'm new to this business, and I kind of morphed into coaching, because when I retired, I wanted to stay around the game, but I really didn't know what I wanted to do. So, of course, when I got the call from the Cavaliers and they opened their door for me to coach, I took the opportunity, I ran with it, and I told myself if I didn't like it, I'll find something else to do. But the love for the game, you find your way, falling in love with it all over again with the X's and O's, the film work, and all the stuff that you never got to see when you was a player, and all the preparation that your coaches had to do behind the scene. I never got a first-hand chance to look at that at all. As a player, you just come into the gym, take care of your body, get your ankles taped. You go to your video room. You ask the coach what's the game plan. You go out on the floor. You try to execute it the best way you can. So I'm still got a lot of learning to do. My role, even as a player, as good as I was, there's always room for improvement. So I'm just trying to improve every single year.
Summer League is growing. Every year it's getting bigger. And what I mean by bigger is like we see a lot of people from all over the world coming here. Players, coaches, there are a lot of assistant coaches from other teams, from EuroLeague or from other leagues around the world. Players, media people, even fans coming from all over the world. How important is that?
I think it's huge. Of course, it's probably the biggest event in the summer, right? And then from my time as a player, when the Summer League was in my hometown of Long Beach, California, to now to where it's at now, it has jumped leaps and bounds, and it has grown tremendously. And like you said, you have international players coming here. You're going to get high-level competition. Every scout here, every GM is here from the NBA to Europe. So it's the greatest exposure that you can have as a basketball player. And to me, I'm a little jealous because I tell guys that you guys have it really, really good, and try to take advantage of every opportunity that you have. Practice, your treatment, whatever it is, take advantage of it. Because if you don't walk out of here with a deal from NBA or from Europe, you're probably doing yourself a disservice. So from my experiences playing, you're trying to get guys to do what they've done all day life well. And then once you get picked up by a team, now you can start working on different things that you need to do to get better.
What's the most important thing about a player coming to play here in a Summer League team?
I would just say just play to your strength. Know your game, play your game. Some guys get in here, they, say like if we have an elite rebounder, now this guy probably wants to show that he can do ball handling and shoot. And I understand that you want to show everybody what you can do, but to make a roster, do what you do well. And if that's rebounding, if it's shooting, if it's running the floor, whatever it is, do what you do well. And everybody in the crowd who understands and knows basketball, they will honor that.
Walking around the gym, you will see a lot of pictures from people that started their careers from here. I will say someone from my country. I will talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo. Right, he's right in front of the door on the entrance. How important is that as a motivation for all the young people that are participating in those games?
It's a big time motivation. You see a lot of players in the Summer League. They get their learning curve. You know what I mean, of how fast the league is, the pace and tempo. the physicality. You know, they're getting used to that right now. And I know it's trial by error. Some guys will pass the test, some guys won't. In my experience, I've seen a lot of guys who gets all the attention, the lottery picks. They don't really play as well in the summer league, but then during the season, they find a niche. They find a way of how they can help their team. And they're more successful in the regular season than they are in the summer league. But then again, it is good exposure to give them a test of what's to come in the regular season.
So you're ready to move to Toronto? You told me you have everything, your gloves, your scarves, everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold. You know what I mean? I'm ready for it. It's a new experience for me, and being international #1 is something that is really dear to my heart. You know, for all the years that I played in Europe, and now I get to touch another international base where they have. It's a melting pot, you know. You have Serbians, Italians, Greece. You know, you have everything there. And for me, with my character, I think I can just fit into all that. So it's a good situation. Of course, Darko is from Serbia. We have another coach that's on the staff from Serbia. So we have a good mix of American and international coaches. So we're going to bring all our experience together. We're going to make it work, and hopefully this year will be really exciting for us.
And, you know, there are a lot of people, there's a lot of talent out here to be showcased. But if you could choose, I will say three players to watch during this year's Summer League. You'll start with Victor Wembanyama. I'm pretty sure you're going to say that.
With Victor. I hope he plays another game so I can see him live again, because I only got a chance to see him.
We all hope that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a sold-out game. So
I know, but I only got a chance to see him for maybe a quarter and a half. Then we had a mandatory team dinner, so I had to get up out of here. But I would like to see more of him, #1. I like Benedict Mathurin right here for Indiana. He was a runner-up for Rookie of the Year, and actually when he got hurt was playing against us when I was in Houston, so he turned his ankle really bad and missed the rest of the season. And then, you know, I got a couple guys from Houston that I still like. Jabari Smith Jr. hits the game winner yesterday.
He did great yesterday.
Yeah, and honestly, watching him play yesterday, you can tell the game is kind of slowing down for him in a little bit, and he's finding his spots to where he can score. So I'm really happy for the outcome that he had yesterday, because that kid, he thinks basketball, and he wants to do well. So I'm always in his corner.
Okay, so we're gonna name some people about, you know, who's your favorite. Let's say I'll start with this. Who's your favorite all-time international player, NBA?
My favorite all-time international player.
A legend.
A legend. You know what? I'm gonna say Vlade Divac, and the reason why I'm gonna say that, you know,
choice.
Growing up in LA, man, I had a first-hand tutorial about the Lakers. Like, my dad still owns a mechanic shop right on Century and Prairie that's right down the street from the Great Western Forum. So me and my brother, like, we would sneak out the shop and try to go catch Magic and all these guys, like, coming out the Forum. And even though we was unsuccessful, just being like in their presence was enough to make a kid go back and go to the neighborhood and tell all kind of stories, you know. But Vlade was, you know, he came at that time. Magic Johnson was still playing. They got a chance to go to the NBA Finals in '91, lost to Chicago. But he was like the first international player who I, you know, drew attention to, because, of course, he was on the team that I idolized as a young kid.
And if we were to create a team of 5, like your best 5 all-time international players, with people that are playing now as well.
Well, I got to take Giannis. I got to take Luka. I got to take Jokic.
Antetokounmpo.
You know, the guys that are in this generation now, I mean, they are way more athletic than I was when I played. And I like to say that I was an athletic kind of guy. But to see guys my size run, jump, handle the ball, shoot, and do multiple things, it is definitely remarkable. And I think the game is only going to evolve from here, because we're going to get more athletes. We're going to get better players. So the game is trending in the right direction to me. And it's a worldwide conglomerate now. You know, when I grew up, you know, you heard the stories in Europe, but you didn't have social media or anything like that. Everything was just word of mouth. Yeah. But now, by a press of a button, you can see anything that you want. So that has made the game of basketball way more powerful than you could ever imagine.
Okay. So thank you very much for joining us at the International Show. We hope to see you around next year, because we made it a habit now. To see you every year in Summer League, and we enjoy. And we're, you know, I'll be, you know, the European in that table, telling to you that we're all very proud of you.
Thank you.
And your, you know, the path you chose after you finished your career to do what you love. It shows how much you love the game of basketball.
Oh,
And
of
being
course.
here every summer proves it.
Yeah, of course. You know, like I said, it's hard to not come to Vegas. You know, I can call my mom, my brother, my sister, and it's a 3-hour drive from here, and they can get up here. So, again, I'm happy to be here, you know, and then next year I'll be here again. But I'm just trying to get better and trying to evolve. That's all.
Thank you
Take
for being
care.
with us. And thank you for
Anytime.
being with us for the first international show of Summer League for this year.